Good morning, everybody. We're going to get started. Welcome to our celebration of the preserve at Emerald Villas. My name is Mitchell Glasser. I'm the manager of Orange County's Housing and Community Development Division. And what we will see and hear today from our mayor and our great partners is the story of renewal and revitalization on this piece of property. Back in 2011, this property was a sprawling 440-unit apartment complex in deep foreclosure. It was dilapidated and basically abandoned. 70% of the units were vacant. Imagine in the middle of Pine Hills, next to the urban center of Pine Hills and Silver Star Road, a 440-unit apartment complex that was 70% vacant. A major problem for the area and the community. So with that background, I would like to introduce our mayor, Jerry L. Demings, whose leadership has moved Orange County to the next level in addressing our housing issues.
Thank you, Mitch. Good morning to all of you. It's indeed an honor to be here. I can reflect back last year when we broke ground here, and there was a lot of dirt out here. It was a pretty humid day as well, so today at least the weather is a bit more mild. And here we are, we find ourselves in the midst of a pandemic. 2020 has been a very difficult year for all of us. But we still have to really focus on what's important in life as we try to take care of those around us, especially our seniors and the least of those in our community. I feel like that's the true measure of a community, when you can take care of the least of those in your community. So this has been a great partnership. I do appreciate the leadership and the vision for Mitch Glass and his team and Orlando Neighborhood Improvement as well, with everything that you're doing to make certain that we continue to move our community forward. I'm thrilled to be here with Orange County Commissioner Christine Moore, who represents this district. It's been a privilege to work with her these last 2 years on the Board of County Commission. Look forward to working with her for many more years to come. Last year, I convened the Housing for All Task Force to address the more than 110,000 residents that were cost burdened. And we developed a task force that delivered a roadmap to expand the housing supply and create the preserve in an affordable and attainable way for our Orange County residents. On June the 5th, 2019, we stood in this very place and broke ground on Emerald Villas Phase 2, the preserve. A little over a year ago has passed, and during these challenging times, we're proud to showcase this beautiful, affordable housing complex with its stunning design and modern amenities. The preserve would not be possible without the hard work of the Related Group. Give them a hand, please, the Related Group. And the Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation as well. We have worked with ONIC for a number of years now in this community, and these public-private partnerships really is, I think, the future of determining our housing solutions. This $19 million project has truly been a public-private partnership with Orange County government. What was once a property in foreclosure became a targeted site for redevelopment for an affordable senior complex. Today, we are witnessing the transformation in our community. I can tell you, after spending nearly 4 decades as a law enforcement officer in this community, during the period of time that I was the elected sheriff here, I responded to this area, and it had a different feel. It had a different look. We had significant drug activity, violent crime, and other things that was indicative of this surrounding area. But as you sit here today, if you just kind of take it all in, take a look around, you can see some tranquility here within this community, the type of community that anyone will want to live in, the type of community that I would want to live in. And since I'm at a mature age now, I might have to live here soon myself. So, but thank you again for the numerous partnerships that have made today possible. And at this time, I'm going to ask Orange County Commissioner Christine Moore to come forward from District 2. Thank you all very much.
Good morning. I was joking, but it's really not a joke. When you work together and you make a priority, things happen quickly. And I'm amazed. We were here not too long ago for a groundbreaking, and here we are at the dedication. We get to actually walk through and see this vision come to pass. And as the mayor mentioned, his experience as the sheriff in coming to this area, I remember joining the Orange County School Board back in 2008, right after we were fighting about where Evans High School would be and the vision for this area. And that was one of the very first votes that I made as a school board member, was to stay right here with Evans High School and see this area come back and be all that can be. So when you think about having the bus transfer station, affordable senior housing, and we have another project beginning on the other corner, and everything that is happening under Sam Weekly and the NID and the Pine Hills Council, it's a new day in Pine Hills. And we're so very grateful, Mayor, to your leadership in making this a priority, and Mitchell, and your leadership as well, because when we all join together, and Tony, when we all work together, things happen quickly in spite of a pandemic. So let's all celebrate today the opportunity that this vision is moving ahead and all the wonderful people are going to enjoy living here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor and Commissioners. When we started this project back in 2010 and 2011, phase one of Emerald Villas, the complex was previously known as Seville Place. And as you can see, it's taken a lot of effort, a lot of teamwork, and a lot of years to complete phase one and phase two. I can tell you firsthand that when I started phase one, I didn't have any gray hair. And I can also say that my partners, such as Tony Del Pozo and Bob Ansley, we all looked a little bit younger. But the amount of time that we spent together and the amount of phone calls and the amount of meetings that we had, you really start to know the person, and you start talking about, your kids and your children's and what stages of life they're in. And that's what this journey has been. It was a life-changing journey for not just this community, but it was building new relationships with some great people. So Tony Del Pozo, the Vice President of Finance of the Related Group, he's a creative guy. He's a creative thinker. He thinks outside of the box, and he's willing to serve as many low-income households as a project will provide for. He's not a minimalist. He doesn't try to do the minimum required. He tries to do the maximum. And we're so thankful to have had the Related Group come to Orange County. I think this was their first project in Orange County. And the Urban Related Group is the affordable housing arm of the Related Group. Albert Milo, who's the president, and Tony and I, like I said, we just spent many years working on this and building a relationship. So with that, I'd like to introduce Tony Del Pozo.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mayor Demings and Commissioner Moore. I'm really honored to be here today. Mitch is a humble guy. I think Mitch deserves a lot of credit for what has happened over here. Back in 2010, when Albert Milo and I first started the related urban venture that has thrived since that time. Albert came to Orange County. He said, I have a project that I want to develop. You know, I know that you guys have access to some neighborhood stabilization funds, and I would like to employ it to this project. What do you think? And Mitch said, well, your project's nice, but, you know, we have a priority. We really want to put our money in this area that really needs it. And so he named a few projects, one of which was Seville Place. And it just so happened that a broker had sent me over some information about the project. It was in receivership, had been foreclosed on. I think there was a police substation on site. And so we went and we met Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation, Bob Ansley and Bob Frankie at the time, God rest his soul. We put together a venture and we said, let's go after it. Let's try to get these funds and let's try to redevelop or rehabilitate this community. So we went ahead and our plan included taking the 444 units, reducing the density, reducing it down to 264 units, which made way for now what is the Preserve at Emerald Villas and some beautiful green space. And so the project has been very successful. We've been, you know, the first phase has been over 90% occupied pretty much since its inception. A lot of credit goes to the staff over there. I want to give a special shout out to Sherelle, who's been with us since 2012, and Terrio, the maintenance supervisor, who's been with us since Related got involved. I'd like to thank Amanda and Doreen from our corporate staff over at TRG Management. And together, everyone has successfully made this happen. So when we decided to line up financing for the Preserve at Emerald Villas, again, we reached back out to Mitch and we said, hey, Mitch, you know, we want to apply for some financing from Florida Housing. You know, we could probably use a little help, you know, from the local government, from Orange County to make this happen. And Mitch said, I think I might be able to help you out, but the only way I think I could really help you out is you need to really serve some really lower income level families. And we said, you know what, that's a fantastic idea. That's really what the community needs. This project is an elderly community, and as you know, elderly families, many are not working and are on limited fixed incomes. So over 40% of this community is going to be rented to households at 40 and 50% of area median income, which is really deep affordability, and we're very proud of that. The demand for the project is really already, you know, been evident by the fact that we delivered it in June and we're already 60% occupied, 80% leased. So units are going fast, and we're excited about that. I want to give a special shout out to our staff that worked on the development of the project, Peter Van Warner and Alex Castor from the construction side, David Hayslip from the development side at Related Corporate. I also want to thank Allison Goldberg, who spearheads our marketing and helped us put this beautiful event out here today. Again, Sherelle and Terrio and the people on site, you do a fantastic job for us. I also want to thank again our partners at ONIC. They do a fantastic job with resident services and really providing multiple services to the community. They're a fantastic partner, and we love doing business with them. Alfred has now been named their new president. He's going to get up and speak, and I wish him luck, and I look forward to working with him into the future. So I'd also like to, before I close, thank some of the financial partners that we had to make this happen. Florida Housing Finance Corporation. I'd like to thank the Florida Community Loan Fund, Bank of America, which contributed equity and a construction loan to the community. They were also involved with the construction of Phase 1. And I'd like to thank our GC, Sauer Construction. So we're very excited to be part of this very important community, and are very happy to see it built and already mostly leased. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. So next I want to introduce Alfred Arzuago. He's the new president of Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation as of October of 2020. So he is really a new president, just joining in that role. He joined ONIC in 2018, but the organization has been around since 1985. and has been a very strong affordable housing provider with a unique set of resident programs at all their properties. So with that, let's welcome Alfredo Arzuago.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mitch. Mr. Mayor, Chairwoman, Tony, thank you. So very excited to be here. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us and celebrating the grand opening of this great project. You've heard the great revitalization story that the project really tells. This redevelopment of this whole facility and the addition of senior units in this community really is a significant contribution to the overall improvement of what's happening here in Pine Hills, the historic community. It's a great example also of how successful partnerships can make great things happen. Big and small, right? We're talking about this whole complex where we have 264 units initially, 96 in addition, potentially another in the works. A playground that we did in partnership with Kaboom. It's a lot of excitement and a lot of energy that's been put to this revitalization. So like Mitch mentioned, ONIC has been in this community working for over 35 years, providing affordable housing, and we're very proud to be part of this project in partnership with the county and Related and all the financing partners as well. We're part of the NeighborWorks Network. Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation is part of the National NeighborWorks National Network, where we have 240 colleague organizations throughout the nation. And we're proud, and I'm proud to be part of this organization. I'm proud to say that Bob's legacy and his tenure has shown in getting an exemplary rating from that organization, from that national group, since we've been a member. So that's a big deal. We have about 1,767 units in our portfolio in the county. They're all in Orange County right now, some in the city, but all in the county. And we're always looking for new opportunities to add much needed inventory to our region's, to the inventory, sorry for redundancy there. So we also believe that affordable housing is more than just roofs and walls. It's a stable platform for residents to improve their lives. In that realm, we have a very robust resident services program which address the array of needs in the community, again, big and small. And so we survey them, we assess their needs, and we work hard to find funding and find resources to address their needs and make their life better. So we're very proud, again, to be here with this team and look forward to doing a lot more. And thank you, everybody.
So I'm learning how to do the slow walk back to the podium with the COVID, so that we get time to get stuff ready. So I want to just take a moment because I want to recognize Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation's founding president, who recently has taken on a new role and which I will tell about. His name is Robert Ansley, and he's here with us today. I'd like Bob to stand up for a second. Good. So Bob has led that organization for 35 years. And you lead an organization like that for 35 years. You have great moments, you have difficult moments, you have good times, and you have bad times. And ONIC has experienced all those. But they came through it as a really strong nonprofit development corporation in Orange County, providing great service for our residents, community leaders, a lot of community input, a lot of community outreach. And we just want to congratulate Bob on a fantastic career. He's still advising ONIC in his new role as President Emeritus. And I really love that title. I actually want to figure out how I might be able to get that title someday when I slow down. So normally at this time, we would cut a ribbon and tour the facility. But nothing is normal these days. And because of COVID and this being a senior facility, with the help of Related, we have brought the preserve to you through this video that we would now like to show.
Hello, I'm Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Preserve at Emerald Villas. In Orange County, we have over 118,000 households that are cost burdened. As we move forward to increase affordable housing in our community, we are proud to partner with the Related Group and Orlando Neighborhood Improvement Corporation on this $19 million project to provide 96 housing units for our low and very low income seniors. Make no mistake, this is affordable housing, but with all the amenities our seniors deserve. The Preserve is centrally located in Orange County and provides access to public transportation, walking trails, and modern features that accent an active lifestyle. During these challenging times, providing affordable housing is paramount to our residents. I'm grateful for the partnership and the transformative change this development has brought to our community. On behalf of Orange County, we are committed to change the direction of accessible housing because everyone deserves a safe and affordable place to live and raise a family. Thank you, and welcome to the Preserve.
Welcome, everybody, to the Preserve at Emerald Villas. The second phase of the former Seville Place apartments consists of 87 one-bedroom units and 9 two-bedroom units.
We were successful in achieving NGBS Silver certification.
The residence is designed specifically for elderly residents, ages 62 and over, caters to residents making between 40 and 60% of the area median income. We acquired the property back in 2011. It was formerly known as Seville Place Apartments, which consisted of 444 units. We tore down 180 of the units. We did a rehab of the remaining 264 units, which was completed in 2012. And this is the second phase. There will eventually be a third phase on site. This particular property is very special to us, and we knew that we wanted to do something special for the seniors that we're serving and the residents of Orlando. This is a beautiful one-bedroom, one-bathroom apartment designed specifically for elderly residents, consisting of LVT flooring throughout, granite countertops, solid wood cabinets, high-end state-of-the-art appliances. Several of the units in the building are specifically designed for those residents with handicapped or hearing and visually impaired.
The landlord called me and told me that I was accepted for the senior citizen, which I was so proud because I always prayed to get me a senior citizen place, and I just wanted me a place to live in a clean environment for myself as I got older. For senior citizens, something we need in Orlando. We don't have very many senior citizen places in Orange County. And then when we by being on a fixed income, you can't get in these places because everything is so expensive for us senior citizens with a small income.
On every floor we have a laundry room for the residents' convenience, which has LG high-efficiency washers and dryers. We included a state-of-the-art computer room, which has the latest technology and software that the residents can enjoy. There's also a printer and fax area for the residents to use. So we're standing here in the newly constructed community room at the Preserve at Emerald Villas. We wanted a place where the residents can hang out and congregate with their neighbors. When they have grandkids coming to visit, when they have their children coming to visit, we want a place where they can hang out, feel secure. We designed it with really high ceilings. It's got large, expansive windows that give you access to the green space outside. So we're outside at the beautifully landscaped green space for the residents. We have a shade structure. We have a picnic table for the residents. There's a beautifully landscaped walking path for the residents as well.
But I call this the trail. I look at it, the trail every day, and the lights at night is so beautiful back here.
We hope that the residents see the attention to detail and how much love and care we put into the building. At the end of the day, this is their home, and we want them to be proud of it.
And that's what I did. I prayed so hard, and God answered my prayers, where I would be able to live in a decent, nice, clean place like this.
Just a beautiful, beautiful video. Thank you, Related, for assisting us in putting this together. I just want to mention we are now going to, in a minute, cut a ribbon cutting for this complex. But please remember, I mean, Related and their partners have provided, refreshments, cappuccino, Cheerios, cream. So do not leave without, partaking in some of these nice treats on a beautiful, beautiful day here in Orlando and Orange County, and a beautiful and amazing project that we should all celebrate. So thank you, Mayor, Commissioners, and everybody involved. And now we will do the ribbon cutting.